Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday. Oh, definitely time for something different tonight. I don't often fly in the USA as we're usually doing our Easyjets real up streams, but I do like flying in the USA. It's different, the landscape's different, flying at this time of night as well. In real time it's actually daylight, so we can enjoy that, of course. In FlightSim 2024, and we're headed to Palm Springs, which has recently been released from IniBuilds, and I didn't know too much about the airport until I've just been looking into it a little bit before tonight, and you do not want to miss this approach. This RNAV approach looks spectacular as long as we get it right. Yeah, it should be absolutely fantastic. It's for those of you who are familiar with the Queenstown approach in New Zealand, it's quite similar to that in that we've got you know, we've sort of got terrain that's quite high around the airport, so we sort of get a big circle around to come and land. So yeah, should be good fun. Just have a look at you guys coming in on board this evening. Welcome, thanks for joining us both on YouTube and of course on Twitch if you're watching over on there. So hey Vince, hey Andrew, hey Philip, Oxplays, good evening to you. DC Gertz in the chat as well. Say Intentions, hey mate, how you doing guys? Hope you're doing wonderful. That's a good point actually. I'm just going to change my my cabin crew. We don't have the we can't have Caroline for this, so let me just change that. So let's I know exactly what we're gonna have for this flight. Really looking forward to this. Who else we got in the chat? J-Hog's in there. Hey Fortnite, good to see you. Adrian, good evening. Andrew, I'm very much looking forward to the A350. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And J-Hog celebrating 32 months of channel memberships. I did. Yes, I did. I'm never going to let that. I'm never going to let that down, am I? We'll skip over that. Hey Jamie, and Christophson as well. Decoran from an icy Nova Scotia. Do you know what? It's actually warmed up here in the UK today. I literally don't know what's happened. The last 24 hours it's gone from being Baltic to balmy. So yeah, it's really nice. It almost feels like spring may be on the way, but we'll not speak too soon. Right, so yeah, flying in the US of A, always different, always fun. We are on the VATSIM network, of course, and our flight is San Francisco to Palm Springs, leaving in 10 minutes. It's going to be late, but never mind. So, first things first, as per usual, we'll get the operational flight plan sorted out. We don't do this as real ops flights because I don't actually know how Frontier fly their aircraft. But this is our aircraft today. It is a beautiful Frontier in the Crockett Raccoon livery, and it's yeah, we're in the A321 Sharklets, so it's gorgeous aircraft. Love the A321. And I do think the team that say intentions, the team that Phoenix got to sort out all the different liveries, they really have done an amazing job. So there's a train in the background there. So yeah, they've really done an amazing job. Loads of these liveries available. So well done to them and the livery designers. Right, let's jump back on and we'll start setting up. So yeah, here it is. So we're underloaded quite a bit today. That's good. Mind you, I say we're underloaded. We're only underloaded because we're in a 321. So that's fine. LAX. Now I don't know what alternates would actually be used for this flight, so I've just let SimBrief choose. LAX is the alternate. Costing us 4. That's probably not too unrealistic. I don't know what Frontier actually use. We've got a nice tailwind helping us out as well today. Shear rate's looking fine. We're opposite on the left at San Francisco, which I think is quite a short taxi for us today. Yeah, we'll have a look at the chart. That's the other thing about when I come and fly in America. I have no idea where anything is. I'm completely completely lost. So it's always different. And then we're doing it'll be an RNAV approach to runway 13 right, so that's always good fun to fly as well, particularly this one. So we can take extra fuel, we can take loads of extra fuel looking at that. So that's all okay. Flight log, I'm just having a look because I don't know the train around here. So about half an hour into the flight, we're above 10,000 feet, and oh my word. How high is Palm Springs Airport? 8,900 feet is the grid Mora, so that's interesting. I'm thinking APU on for the approach territory. Yeah, we'll probably bang that on as we're coming in. They can do the packs, so that's good fun. Thankfully the weather is nice and clear in Palm Springs today, so that is good. 26 degrees as well, that's beautiful. No wind, perfect. That's exactly what I want for an approach that I've never done before, in a place I've never been before. All the alternates look good as well, so it's Cat 1 minimum, so they're fine. Not going to bother with the NOTAMs. I don't think we've got anything special there anyway, so that's fine. Anything special with regards to the approach procedures though? In Palm Springs, Pappy is not working 3-1 left. Well, that's fine. We're landing on 13 right. So honestly, if you've not done it before, just go and check out the approach for runway 13 right at Palm Springs, and then you'll know where you've got to stay with us tonight to see if we actually make it in one piece. Evening, Paul. Says great to catch a stream live, but it works so much you've missed them. Lovely to see the Airbus in the daylight as well. I know we don't get to see daylight too often this time of year when I'm streaming. Steve Bassett, good evening to you in the daylight. Another one. I know it's so bright. Look at that sun. Night at night, good evening to you as well. Thank you for joining us. And DZ Aviation, we're in the Phoenix A321, as always, usually on this channel. So let me just have a quick look at the weather charts. Right, so that's our flight route. Looks like we're avoiding all the weather today as well. So, it's going to be gorgeous. Oh my word, look at that terrain. See, this is another reason I like flying in places other than Europe occasionally, just because look at the scenery that we're going to get today in the daylight. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Right, so what fuel are we going to take? That is a very good question. So I think I will take a little bit of extra fuel, just in case I muck up the approach and have to do it again. So we'll throw 7 tons of fuel on board. I'll get the ground crew to sort that out in a moment. Let's just have we got any messages through? I think we have. Right. Hey cabin crew, good to see you on board tonight. I've not flown this route before, so you'll have to tell me lots about it when we get going, but we're happy to let you start boarding the passengers if you're ready. Hava says don't forget the CTAF in the US. Instead of Unicom, new frequency. That is a really good shout, Havoc.
Hi,
Thank
Captain Easyjet Sim Pilot. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready to start boarding. I can't wait to tell you all about this route. It's going to be so fun.
I have missed that girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Frontier Airlines Flight 2479. We're departing from San Francisco and heading to Palm Springs, which is totally in Mexico, right? Haha, just kidding. It's actually in California. We're so excited to have you with us today. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your carry-on items are stowed. Let's have a fabulous flight together.
I actually got really worried for a minute there. I thought, Mexico? It's not, is it? This flight's only 1 hour. Can't be in Mexico in an hour. I love that girl. Honestly, there's a link in the video description to link you to Entourage from Say Intentions. It's a one-time purchase, and oh my god, is it worth it. She's just absolutely bloody brilliant. Right, so let me just get the load sheet figures and then we'll crack on. Zero fuel weight 25.4 and the takeoff weight is 25. That's fine. I think I've just got some weather data as well. Let me just copy this before we go any further. Jayhawk says he'll have a pint of what she's had. Oh, I think she's had more than one, Jayhawk. Dr. Magic's in the house. Hey, Dr. Magic. Great to be able to catch a stream live indeed. And the cabin crew are fantastic. It's great to see you, Dr. Magic. Always used to be on the stream. And obviously our timetables must have been clashing, Doctor. So good to have you on board today. Right, so we've got wind 060 at 4 knots. That's nice. That's just confirming 01 left for departure then. There's hardly any clouds. And altimeter is 3020. Of course, we're in America as well, so that's something else I've got to try and remember. And we're working statute miles here, not kilometres. That is fine. Also, one of the things I really do like about flying in America is when you log into VATSIM, if there's no ATC knocking about, it will give you a squawk code, just to let you know what's happening. So we're on 3260. So I'm just going to scribble that down as well, and we'll get that in as part of the setup. Right, so that's fine. Let me just tell cabin crew, etc. Not cabin crew, tell the ground crew that we're ready to start boarding as well. I would like 7 tons of fuel. I'm really looking forward to this flight. Say flight time's only an hour, but stream will obviously be longer. Okay, hopefully that's all working. Alright, so aircraft is in its turnaround state as left by the previous flight crew. I don't know if Frontier took that to captain, but we'll stick with it. So we're on external power at the moment. We've got the pumps off, the packs are off. Nav logo lights, they are on. Seatbelt signs are off as we're about to refuel. Spoilers, flaps, parking brake, yeah, that's all fine. I will set that squawk code here whilst I'm going up. 3260. Acupressure's up in the green, and the QNH is let's just switch that. QNH is what did I say? It was 3020. What's going on there? Why is it dancing? Hang on. That's interesting. Oh, I know why. I've got hardware. I forgot about that. My hardware set to hectopascals. My software was set to HG. So there we go. Right, it's set to the right now. Let's set this down here as well. 3020. There we go. Brody, good evening to you. Tom, we've got an error at the top of the screen. What have we got at the top of the screen? Oh. Yes, we're not departing Franklin. Let's try that. There we go. Hopefully that's updated now. Good spot, Tom. Thank you for that. All right. So let's just go down here. Check. We've got comms that we're monitoring. The guard frequency, which it is. Switching panel. Thrust levers. Engine boom mass selection. That's all okay. We'll get the constraints on there. I think the initial climb out here, quick look at the chart, still is 10,000. So we'll leave that there. Shad 24 is working okay for me at the moment. Fingers crossed. It'll continue to be like that as we go through the flight this evening. Right, let's start setting up that box then, shall we? Bring that on so you guys can see. That's our load sheet. Just accept all that. That's another load sheet actually. Have my figures changed? Oh, they have slightly. So 26.4, 25.8. Good stuff. And let's do the init request then. Lubox Jelly, what fuel pump do you need to turn on just to run the APU? Oh, none, Lubox. The A320 family, the APU has its own fuel pump. So when you start the APU, you don't need any fuel pumps on. So I'll start that later. The fuel pumps will probably be off. No problem. Right, our call sign today is... Oh, God, what is it? Is it FT? FFT, yeah. So Frontier Flight 2479er. Cost index of 10. That's the fastest I've flown in a long time. Ground temperature is 14. And the tropo is 3661. We'll get the winds in. Download those. Let's clear the scratch pad out. And the IRS in it, just confirm 3736 north, 122235 west. They're all fine. Don't obviously 3 digits for the west figure, do we? Right, cruising today at 37,000 feet, and what's the temperature? 57. Okay, flight plan then. We are off 01 left on the stick 5. Transition is Kayak, and then the other end. Did we miss a digit on the tropo, Phil? I'll go back and check that in a minute, thank you. So we're RNAV 13 right. The star is the Sizzler 3 Romeo. and that comes in via... oh god, I did see it a minute ago. Let me double check it. I thought it came in via Fern. Okay, hang on, I might have got the wrong approach in then. Is there a RNAV? Is there a different approach? No, that's the right approach. Okay, what happens if we just go 13 right? What's in the box there? Sizzler 3, Klassen. Oh, that's interesting. So it should have come in via Fern. The other approach fixes, none of those are right. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, well, you can see the approach that we're going to be doing anyway, because it's a lovely circling approach. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll put one of these in and we'll just see what we get. Insert that. Let's have a quick look. The last thing we want to do is have this wrong. Josh, we're on VATSIM. Yes, the VATSIM server. Right, that's Fern. And then... oh, so Fern is in the box then. Oh, there's something not right here. Hang on. I'll have 13 right. It seems to be missing a lot of waypoints. Cooksit, Hopley, Vokul, Wasak, all of these. So, I'm not quite sure what is occurring there. I've got half of them in, as we can see. The fact that one of the waypoints is called Moron concerns me greatly. Let me have a little look at that. So what's that? Let's say Visual Jacox Nupdi. Right, so after Fern we should have Jevok. Do you know what? I might have to build this up manually. Right, okay, so we've got Fern, Jevok. Let's do this. Haven't built a flight plan manually up for a long time. Right, so we've got Fern, Jevok, then Cooksit. You wouldn't be able to do this in real life, by the way. This is not in the database. We're not flying this. So Cooksit. We'll have to pay special attention to doing this when we fly it. But yeah, you couldn't legally do this. But you can just see me adding them there on the navigation display at the top. So after Hopley we've got Yuckle. And look at that, it's making a nice little arc. And then after Yuckle we have Wazak. So if we clear discontinuity, clear that discontinuity, sorry no, clear the manual leg. Then clear the discontinuity out. Insert that. There we go. So that is looking almost correct. We will be very mindful and careful when we fly this approach. Thank God we're not doing this as a real ops flight. That is 445 miles I've got there. How how many miles have I actually got on the flight plan? I've got 415 miles, so that is quite a discrepancy, to be honest with you. But the actual routing now looks okay, so I'm happy to go along with it for the time being. Alright, so if we're happy with that, well, happy might not be the right word, but so we'll just hard tune the SFO VOR and we'll get our fuel figures in. So zero fuel weight is 26.4. No, it isn't. Zero fuel weight is 67.2, and the CFG zero fuel weight is 26.4. Got that off the load sheet earlier, and our alternate fuel is 1.4 tons. See what fuel planning wants. I've told the ground crew to load 7 tons. See if we get that. It wants 5.4, so yeah, we've got plenty. So once we pop that in, our takeoff weight is going to be 74 tons, and our max takeoff weight is 93, so that's fine. Max landing is 778, so excellent. We're below max landing weight for departure, and the extra fuel that we've got on is 46 minutes worth. So that's fine. Great. Right, onto our takeoff performance calculator then. So 01 left. It is indeed dry. We'll go flaps. We'll go flaps 1. No need to force target. Anti-ice off. Packs off. And takeoff weight is 74. CFG is 25.8. And full length departure then. So we've got figures 136. 1, 4, 1. Now's going to fly now in QA. Not now, mate. We're in Frisco. 136.141.144. Transition altitude, yeah, 18,000 feet. Thrust reduction acceleration will leave as set by default for the airline. Flex is 53. Flaps 1. Okay, secondary flight plan. I haven't got an engine out procedure here for San Francisco, so we shall leave that. What we will do though is if we just have a quick look at the departure chart, what I will do is I will pop in a hold at port. Just pop in a hold there. So basically, if something's gone wrong after departure, we'll continue to fly out, but we'll hold at port. I'm aware there's a bit of terrain to the left of us as we depart, which could be interesting. But anyway, that's fine. I've just got that hold in there in case we need it. And then arrive back at San Francisco. We'll land on that's a lot of our nav arrivals, isn't it?
This way, please.
I have no idea what they'd be landing on, to be honest.
Welcome on board.
It's a clear day. 01 right. No star. No veer. There we go. Hey David, good to see you. Okay, so all that is set up. We're all done there. Refueling is completed as well. We'll just check that's balanced. You can hear the passengers still coming on board. There we are, that's fine. With refueling done, we'll get the pumps on, seatbelt signs, they can come on as well. We'll get the APU started in a moment. Final check, we've got no air traffic control. No, we don't. So I'm happy to brief then. So Welcome on board our Airbus A321. We've got good weather for our flight today from takeoff, en route and departure. Aircraft is A321, full serviceable apart from the weather radar. No times to worry about. Let's have a look then at our taxi out and departure. Let's get the charts up for that. Alright, so we are parked down here. Oh, I'm going to zoom in. There we are. Yeah, we're parked right on the end here, I think. So we've got a very short taxi because our departure is just here, 01 left. So a little threat there. So we'll taxi out and we're going to we'll take Alpha for the departure. We're going full length, so we'll hold it at Mike 1, isn't it? Yeah, Mike 1. So actually, it's not Alpha we're going to be using. It's just we'll take Mike 1, hold at Mike 1, and then yeah, departing out on 01 left. So short taxi. Both engines started after pushback. Full flight control checks before we move, and we'll run through the checklist as well because it really is a very short taxi. In fact, I reckon the runway's just there, more or less. Let's have a look at the departure itself then. So the stick 5 departure. So we are straight out. There's an initial speed restriction of 210 knots. Now that's important. Let's have a quick look at what our characteristic speeds are. Right, so we're going to fly that at we're going to fly this at S speed. So might as well fly 201 knots. So we'll just pre-select that 201. So we're going to fly at S speed throughout this first turn. And then once we have completed that turn, I'll push for managed speed, then we'll accelerate away, clean up as we go. Initial climb 10,000 feet and 10,000 feet to port. After that, we've got no ATC around, so we'll clear ourselves up to higher, and we're on the kayak departure transition, I think it is. Yes. Yes, so MSA as we depart is 513545 in the vicinity, and obviously we've got then, as you can see, we've just got terrain there just to our north as we make this first turn, this northwest little area there. After that, we've then got terrain getting higher and higher and higher underneath us as we climb, but all of that is below 10,000 feet, so if we do have a problem pressurization wise, we're going to be fine. Threats to be aware of then, apart from the little train we've mentioned, we've got the short taxi which I mentioned, unfamiliarity of the pilot, so the pilot is a threat himself, and the A321 rotation tail strike. So they're the major things. Other threats to be aware of on the arrival, I will brief once we're in the air, given that special arrival that we've got planned. Hey Dobbo, good evening. Lou Bocelli, yeah, very excited for the A350. Thank you for asking. Right, still getting passengers on board. Let's get the APU up and running.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
So nice to see daylight in this sim, isn't it? Captain Goofy House 24 running on my PC. It's a disaster on yours. It was a disaster on mine until I tweaked my graphic settings a bit. Basically, I scaled a lot down. I think I was asking too much of it, to be honest. But there is a couple of videos on the YouTube channel explaining basically what I've done to try and sort of mitigate the issues that I did have. And you know, fingers crossed, they're not doing. It's not doing too bad. I don't want to say I haven't had a CTD in ages because I will absolutely be tempting fate if I do that, won't I? Check in with the cabin crew. Hey guys, how you doing back there? Are you nearly got everyone on board? Is she busy? She might be busy.
Oh my gosh, Captain Easyjet Simple It. We're doing super great back here. Just like totally excited. We're almost done boarding, just a few more passengers to get on, and then we can get this party started.
Yeah, probably shouldn't call it
Hey
a
everyone,
party.
just a quick update. We're almost ready to go. Thanks for being so patient while we finish up boarding. You guys are the best. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at SI_Georgina for all the fun updates.
Is it actually a real account? I need to check that. Qantas Prison says good day from Qantas 73. That sounds like a long flight. Well, I don't, it's just any airline that only has 2 digits in its flight number, you can almost guarantee that's going to be a long flight. The clouds in 24 are amazing, Captain Goody. You're right. The clouds, the lighting, it's superb. I have to agree with you there. Right, we've got 186 passengers planned. I've got 170 on board. Georgina, so tell me something interesting about Palm Springs. I've never been there before. Is it a good place to go? Does she know anything about Palm Springs? Lee Rose says she sounds gorgeous.
Oh, Captain Easyjet Sim Pilot. Palm Springs is like totally amazing. It's known for its super cool desert vibes and like a ton of golf courses. You can also find some really fab spas and oh my gosh, the shopping is just to die for. Plus, the weather is usually, like, really warm. Like 500 degrees or something. So, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Gentlemen,
Not sure we're
just
going
a
to be able to
quick
fly
fun
like
fact.
that.
Palm Springs is known for its fabulous desert vibes and, like, tons of golf courses. It's a great spot for relaxation and shopping. So, if you're planning to visit, you're in for a treat. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at SI_Georgina for more fun updates.
Anyone who's on Instagram really needs to do that and let me know if it's a real. Let me know if it's a real Instagram page. I don't have Instagram. I'm far too old for that. But I am now mildly curious. Oh, last passenger to go. Dubbo, anyone fully switched from 2020 to 2024? I still have 2020 on my PC. Can't remember the last time I used it though, if I'm entirely honest. Excellent. I think we're fully loaded. Right, let's get this show on the road. So the cockpit prep checklist then, first of all. So aircraft acceptance, that's been completed. Fuel quantity, 7 ton. Balance, seatbelt signs are on. It is, we've got the 3.5 green, the bar of QNH is, or altimeter is 3020, and that is about 10 feet. Final company message come through. Let's just check, see if we've got any LMCs. If I press the right button, that would help. AOC, receive messages, final load sheet, 186 passengers, 3 infants, and we've got 26.4 and 25.8. Excellent, no LMCs, everything is perfect. Great stuff. Okay, on to CSAF frequency then for, where are we? San Francisco. San Francisco traffic frontier flight 2479, stand Alpha 15, pushing back, facing south. Right. Beacon lights on. Cabin crew, arm doors and cross check. Before start checklist, parking brake is on.
Hey, Captain Easyjet Simpilit, the cabin is ready for departure.
Great.
Okay, Captain. All doors in flight and cross-check.
Takeoff data V1136,
Oh my gosh.
V2144.
ladies and gentlemen, just a quick heads up. We are now in
Windows
the air and
closed.
all doors are secured.
Pets
Thanks
pets
for
on
being
flight
so
mode.
awesome and staying with us.
Doors closed and
Don't
armed.
forget to follow me on Instagram
Beacon
at
lights on.
SI_Georgina for all the fun updates.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Noticeable steering is disconnected.
San Francisco traffic, Southwest 2 30 is clear of 2A left, taxiing to via Alpha, San Francisco.
Locking gear.
Cool, so we are just here. We'll taxi out via... I'll tell you what, we will take Mike 2. We'll take Mike 2 and hold Mike 1. And that's our full length departure. I think we need to just give GSX a bit of a kick, don't we? Continue the pushback. Probably ask if we want to de-alleys. Tail to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
And parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, paranoia check. If you please on. So, engine mode select to ignition and we're starting engine 1. San Francisco Airport that I'm using today, by the way, available from the Contrail store if you are going to pick that up. Link in the video description down below for the Contrail store, and also you can get yourself 10% off with our discount code shown at the bottom of the screen there, so scribble that down and use that when you're purchasing from them. Also check out IniBuilds, they are responsible for Palm Springs where we're heading to today, so yeah, again, that link in the video description down below. So we're just waiting for engine 1 to come up with a good start. I love the fact that, I mean, it would be even better if that says no dogs except guide dogs in the cockpit specifically. No dogs in the flight deck. Okay, we've got good engine start number 1, starting engine 2. Oh, we've got a PTU fault. Of course we have. Okay, mass caution. A PTU fault. Let's check what we got. PTU's off and brake.
Parking brakes.
It's not unusual. Right, let me just consult the manual. In fact, don't we have an EFB now in the Phoenix app? Let me see if I can find that rather than the ones because I should be able to show you this. Where can I find them? It's not in the settings, is it? Go on. Anyone able to show us where the QRH is in this thing? I never use it. I always use my other one. It's not the failures page, is it? No. Simon, we are Frontier flight today. Cameras from GSX units call out. If not, I'm going to have to just get my other QRH out. Because we have got a QRH now, don't we, in the EFB? I cannot for the life of me remember where it is. Is it on the pilot brief page? Documents. Here we go. QRH. Oh, flipping egg. How am I going to search through all of this? Is there a search feature? There's not, is there? Oh, I'm not scrolling through all of this. That's ridiculous. Hang on. Let me get my other one. Do it the old-fashioned way. Right. Hydraulic PTU fault. It's not going to stop us. It's not a no-go item or anything like that. technically we've pushed back anyway. So just engine mode selected to ignition. Sorry, to normal. Get APU bleed off. APU master can come off, and I just continue to set everything. Backside Mel, no dispatch. Technically, yes, we've already dispatched. So for the sake of the stream, I can probably just get away with it. But yeah, I have seen that before. If the PTU breaks, you know, if it breaks on stand, then no, you can't go. So, yeah, so the MEL PTU is a no dispatch item. However, it can be a false alert. You do get them. Right, it may be displayed provided the PTU is checked operative before each flight. So now we can do that. That's the electric pump. Oh no, PTU. Oh no, PTU is green. So I think we've just got, yeah, it may be displayed. It is operative, so that's fine. Just go through the fault alert. If the L pump's not available, pressurize your system with a ground car. Yeah, we don't need to do that. Check the PTU. Yellow electric pump switch on. PTU switch on auto, which it is. IST page, check the green hydraulic system pressure is indicated green, which it is. It's fine. It's a false alert. So I love that the Phoenix actually does this kind of stuff. Right, parking brakes on. Okay, so diagnosed the problem, we've checked the problem. I'm happy to continue, so I will clear ECAM. And we're done. So I'm just waiting for the ground crew to now disconnect. Parking brakes are set. Christoph, is it a sim bug? Not necessarily. It could, you know, it happens in real life. It's even in the manual that it can happen. You might get that warning. What you've got to do then is go and check that it is a false warning. If it's not a false warning, just as Maxime's just said, that is a no dispatch item. And to be fair, if you got that at this stage of a flight and it actually wasn't working, you'll be going back to gate, calling the MOC, see if they can fix it. If they can't, then sorry everybody. We need a new aircraft. And thankfully that's not the case today. Right, so until left's clear. Oh, flipping it, that's a lot close to wearing this weather. Left's clear. Right side's clear. That's the pin. Took drivers out of the way. Okay, so as we said, we're going to get both engines started here because it's not a long taxi. I also said we were going to do the control check, so we'll do that as well. We'll go full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, rudder, full left, and neutral. Okay, I'll start checklist anti-ice. Our FECAM status has been checked. Pitch trim is 25.8, rudder is neutral. And let's announce our taxi. Where's my ground chart gone? Because that's quite important when I'm at an airport I've never been to before. So, hug the right hand side, fold around, and we'll hold mic 1. San Francisco traffic Frontier flight 2479, taxiing now via mic 2, Bravo, holding mic 1 for 01 left. disregard that. Cancel master caution. That is a sim bug, so clear again. Now let's go. So got no LMCs or changes to our performance. Engine out procedure. We're taking up the hold at the waypoint after the first turn, away from the terrain. We'll hold there 5,000 feet, which is above MSA. Departure is straight out with almost immediate left-hand turn. We'll fly the turn at S speed. That's been set. Leave everything in managed speed, and initial climb 10,000. Taxi jet list, flight controls have been checked, flap setting is config 1. FMAs, we've got 136, 144, climb nav blue, 1FD2, 10,000 blue. Radar and predictive wind shear is on. Engine mode selector is normal. Ecam memo, we've got takeoff no blue, EFB is stowed. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff. Crazy, I think they're the Lido charts, it's whatever,
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
whatever Microsoft Flight Simulator gives us these days. Because Microsoft Flight Simulator 24 actually gives us the charts, which is really, really nice. They're included in the sim free. But not all charts are available. Some are missing, which is a bit of a pain at times. Ferro 7FR, good evening to you. So just going to take this slowly. I'm an Englishman, well at my comfort zone here in San Francisco, so I just want to make sure that we don't take the wrong turn. Not that there's any other traffic around at the minute, but even so. Alaska 73 looks nice. Maxime, am I happy with the Phoenix A321? Yeah, I like it. Because that aircraft just appeared. That's rather random. I feel the handling of all the Phoenix aircrafts is better in Flight Sim 24 than it was in 2020, but that doesn't mean 2020 was bad. That's one funky 747 that's able to make that move.
Fransisco traffic, jet day 133, turn into RMP runway 28 left, flying He-Man, and we will push find us San Francisco.
In fact, Crazy, I've just double checked that. Yeah, these are the Lido charts that I've got there. Okay, just hold position there. I need to ask my trusty first officer, make sure there's nothing coming. I'm sure there isn't. So, approach path looks clear. San Francisco traffic, Frontier Flight 2479, lining up runway 01 left via Mike 1. Maxime, I've not flown the FS Labs, no. No, so I can't really give any feedback on that.
The traffic, check 133 is 7 mile final, runway 28 left.
So we've got an aircraft 7 mile final to it left. We're going to see him on finals now, we've got him on TCAS. We'll get out of here before that. El Chocolate, no, we're on the CTAF frequency. America uses that. which is a good job someone reminded me, because I would have forgotten. Line up checklist saying cabin is secured for takeoff. Takeoff runway is full length, 01 left, that's confirmed. TCAS here, RA, and PAX 1 and 2 are off. Let's go. San Francisco traffic, Frontier flight 2479 rolling, runway 01 left. Okay, whoops, takeoff. Start the chrono. Stable, say takeoff first. Flex, SRS, auto thrust blue. Beautiful clear skies. 100 knots. So slightly easier rotation with this. We've got the tail strike risk, remember, in the 321. SV1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Nav.
San Francisco traffic, JetBlue 133 going around to climb straight ahead to 4 knots.
Thrust climb. Auto thrust. Autopilot engaged. I just hope we've got a go around now that's taking place behind us. We should be well out of his way by that time that he does that. So remember, remaining at S speed for this. So just keep an eye on the go-around traffic here. Hopefully his go-around turns him left and not right. Thought that was a blimp then or something. It's not, it's a mark on the window. Okay, let's push for managed speed and start to accelerate away. That traffic now is 1,700 feet above us, so that's alright. No, it's not. It's 2,000 feet beneath us, actually. So that's speed. Flap 0. Spoilers disarmed. Like 10,000 blue. Toggle the seatbelt sign. Let the cabin crew know that they're good to get up and start doing whatever it is she needs to do.
Traffic, JetBlue 133 going to whip back to 80 and come to 6 hours.
Okay, so spoilers, flaps, gears up, lights off. Dabo says he just purchased the Phoenix 320 last week. Looking forward to flying it out of Gatwick, his local and his workplace. Fantastic. Yeah, lots of 320s jetting out of there in the orange colours, of course. That's nice. 10,000 feet at port. Okay, let's continue our climb then now, and we will go flight level 250 and. With that, thrust climb over climb 250, standard pressure.
Dear guests, we are now at a safe altitude, and you are welcome to use your electronic devices. Oh, and totally check out our onboard Wi-Fi service. It's available now. Just a reminder, after our snack service, I'll be coming around selling some super cute stuff from the Frontier Airline shop, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for being awesome.
Okay, so we're at 10,000 feet. We've got airports on the EFS. I'm going to clear out the RadNav page. Just check. Cruise is 37, optimum is 36, maximum is 378. So I'll probably go 35 for now. Try to stay at about 1,000 feet away from the recommended max. So let's go 350. So that's 350 blue. And secondary flight plan, we'll copy the active because we no longer need that holding point anymore. And run our way. And I think as well, everything's quite happy. The air's nice. Seatbelt signs are off. Maxime, no problem. Thanks. Thanks for popping in. See you next time. Really looking forward to this approach, even though we have to sort of build it up manually a little bit. The flight time is 1 hour, so we don't have too much time once we get to cruise just to sit back and relax. We've got lots to do as we get up and ready for this approach. We don't have to brief it carefully as well because, as I say, we've sort of built it manually a little bit. Coming up on 18,000 feet then, so we just need to get the standby altitude to standard pressure. It does feel weird leaving it on local pressure for ages. Dobbo, I would use GSX, yeah, it's realistic to me, and you know, I think it's become a lot more reliable these days than it was. It's definitely more reliable than it was. Sim update 1 as well. I think when that comes, they're meant to be improving the quality of the ground textures at altitude, so it looks a lot clearer. I don't know how it's going to affect sort of performance and things like that, but that's the plan. This is the other thing I like about America. There are airports everywhere. I mean, just looking out this window now, I can see one there, I can see another one there. I've got no idea where they are. I bet there's probably a dozen more nestled down here somewhere that I've not spotted. Adam Clark, mate, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. Slowly working our way up to 50,000 subscribers, guys, which is incredible. So, thank you to each and every one of you. In fact, if I have a quick look, I've not checked it for a while actually. What are we at? 49,645. So, yeah, we're getting very close, very close. Absolutely beautiful, clear day, isn't it, today? On the west coast of the USA. Vance, is that San Jose? See, this is the other thing. Because I don't fly in America, I've got no idea where any of these places are. I'm not using Beta Doggo. No, this is the current sort of available version, if you like. It's not the beta version. This is the public release edition. I do like the first officer's view in this aircraft. I mean, that is just gorgeous, isn't it? You can tell it's a clear day as well, with very little wind. We've got no whites on the ocean. It's a gorgeous part of the world. The size of America is just mind-boggling to someone like me who lives in the UK, where we think a 3-hour drive is such a chore. I'm sure there are people that commute to that in America. But it's just absolutely massive. You could live an entire lifetime and not be able to explore everywhere in America. Great thing as well about our lovely Say Intentions cabin crew is that they are very interactive. So, Georgina, whereabouts are we flying over right now? Do you know? Because I have no idea where we actually are.
We are 10 miles.
Switch on to Unicom as well now.
Oh, Captain Easyjet Simplet. I think we're like flying over the middle of the US right now. Or maybe it's Canada. I honestly have no clue, but it feels like we're just floating in the air, you know? Haha.
Okay, maybe she was the worst person I could have asked. Digital 3RC says drove from somewhere to somewhere a couple of years ago. Took 2 days. I'm sorry. I think one of those is Philadelphia. Euro Texas says Pebble Beach Golf.
Frontier Flight 2479. Departure, contact Oakland Center on 127.45.
Okay, so that is St. Intentions ATC, just picking up the fact that we're now on Unicom, and we'll get rid of that. Andrew says she might not be flying, but she does sound like she's on cloud 9. Oh, and then some. she's high. Portland to Phoenix. Thank you. See, I don't know America at all. So do you know anything about the Pebble Beach Golf Club? We're going to be flying over that ahead. I'm just asking the cabin crew if she actually knows that.
Oh, Captain Easyjetson pilot. Pebble Beach Golf Club is like super famous. It's got these amazing views and like a ton of celebrities play there. I think it's in California, but I'm not sure if it's in the US or somewhere else. Haha. It's just like a really cool place to play golf, you know?
Okay, well I think we've established should be no good as a tour guide.
We're flying over Pebble Beach Golf Club, which is like super famous for its beautiful views and celebrity golfers. So if you see any famous people, make sure to take a selfie and tag me at SI_Georgina. Thanks for being awesome.
We've just passed Santa Cruz. I've heard of that. I never knew where it was. I'm currently over the Salinas, California. See, this is why I need you guys. When I'm flying in a different country, or rather a different continent, this is why I need you guys, because I've got absolutely no idea where we are. And I can't really give any sort of local knowledge and insight, because I have none. We're just enjoying the views. And the fact that it's daylight. Right, so we've got about 6,000 feet to go. Hey LA Kids 4143, good to see you again, mate. Says has played at Pebble Beach several times, one of the most scenic golf courses. Did you meet any celebrities then? I can't play golf. Well, I say I can't play golf. I've never even tried, apart from crazy golf. I don't think that counts. All golf is crazy when I try to play it. I'm one of those that's of the mindset that golf spoils a good walk. Andrew, it's a no smoking flight, but you think she's been hitting the edibles harder? Yeah, well, yeah, it is absolutely a no smoking flight. It says so right there. And Digital says he did this flight on an RJ years ago. It was like the Avro RJ. One of my favourite aircraft to watch fly and land was the Avro RJ. The smallest aircraft I think with 4 engines. The smallest commercial aircraft with 4 engines. It's don't see very many of those around anymore. LA says, yeah, it's not unusual to see a celebrity, but on the golf course, everyone is equal. Oh, LA, I would not call myself equal if I was on a golf course. No ATC tonight, Andrew. No, sorry, there is not. Digital the Whisper Jet. Yeah, that's how they could get it in and out of like London City Airport, because it wasn't that loud. Unless it hit something. So I'm just going to get the weather for our destination, make sure that everything's looking good. New NX cycle came out as well today, guys, so if you haven't updated those yet, don't forget to do so. Don't know if because we're in America, I don't know if I can actually just get a real ATIS on here. Oh no, I've only got VATSIM and IVO. Right, fair enough. That won't work then. So destination, we've got 10 statute miles, it's clear, 27 degrees, 2998. So that is looking beautiful. I've not even got any winds. 0 wind. And 27 degrees this time of year. That's beautiful. Andrew, If I had total... If I had a total engine... There's a word missing in that sentence, Andrew, I'm guessing. Type that again and I'll try and answer. Right, we're coming up on our cruising altitude. Well, actually, our cruising altitude is going to be 37,000 feet, but I thought we were a bit too heavy for that. Oh, we're okay now. Let's continue that climb. 37. So, 370. Let's continue that. Muppets, Phoenix has the radar on. This is not weather radar, this is ground radar, Muppets. So yeah, don't be fooled. There's no weather radar on it just yet. Don't think there'll be anything showing up on the weather radar today anyway. Even if there was, it's pretty clear. There's just some fluffy white cumulus clouds. They're okay. They're not gonna hurt us. But we should be on the ground in less than an hour, or approaching the ground in less than an hour. Funky little arrival that we've got set up. Right, Andrew. So if I had a total engine failure, would you land safely or would you crash land? Well, you'd do your absolute damnedest to land safely, wouldn't you? The problem is, to be honest, Andrew, over here, I'm not actually sure because I don't know the area. I don't know the area. I don't know if the 321 can get in safely at any of these airports. And if you're successfully going to do that, you need a guy sat there. Or a girl. That kind of scenario is what no single engine, single pilot ever wants to find themselves faced with. It would be almost impossible for me to fly, aviate, communicate, and find somewhere to land in a foreign land where I don't know any of the airports around here or their capabilities. So, yeah, it would just be... That's the stuff nightmares are made of. Crazy Eye does make a good point. Depends on the visitor to an airport. Now in America, of course, there are hundreds of airports all over the place. Whether they can take the 321 or not is a different matter. We'd have a good go. Alright, so that's Macquarie Cruise. SNTCast 2 below. We'll go through our SD pages, see what's working, what's not. Hopefully, there is nothing not working.
Oh my gosh, everyone! We're now at cruising altitude, and we're so excited to start our snack and drink service. We have some super yummy options like the classic pretzel bites and the spicy chicken nuggets. After the service, we'll also be coming around selling some totally cute stuff from the Frontier Airlines shop. So stay tuned for that, okay? And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @SI_Georgina for all the fun updates. Thanks for being awesome.
Georgina, I would like some of those spicy chicken nuggets up in the flight deck, please. Best meal on an aircraft ever.
Oh, Captain Easyjet Sim Pilot, I totally got you. I'll bring those spicy chicken nuggets to you in a jiffy. Just hold on a sec, okay?
And I bet you don't have any Yorkshire tea. Andrew, you're in the Cessna, landed it safely, glided down without a scratch. You mean in the sim, right?
Oh, Captain Easyjet Sim Pilot. I totally don't have any Yorkshire tea, but I can offer you some sparkling water or maybe a soda. Haha. Hey
That's
everyone.
no substitute
Just a
for
quick
Yorkshire tea.
reminder that we have some super yummy snacks coming up soon. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @SI_Georgina for all the fun updates.
GD says, hope the planned update to Flight Sim 24 doesn't muck up my settings like the last one did. Oh, all the, you mean all your hardware settings and bindings and that? Oh, if it mucks those up, I'm going to be very annoyed. It took me ages to get them all set up how I had them in Flight Sim 2020. It's just so weird looking out there and seeing a green engine. But we have a beautiful livery today. Is there anyone else that thinks that the contrail looks rather dirty? Stuart says it looks more like the tail end of a B-52. Crazy Eye, I'm not using frame gen, no. Right, well now we're at cruise and all is well. I just got a couple of messages come through there. That's going to be Ops telling me I was late, because I was late. 22 minutes late. I'll let the first officer take care of that. Let's have a look at this approach then. So the actual star is straightforward. Basically, we're coming in on the Sizzler 3. We will descend via the star, as they say in America. We want to be 11,000 feet at Fern. We then, after Fern, have what do we have after that? Is it Desi? I think it's Desi, yeah. And I'm just having a quick look. Yeah, so have a look at the flight plan and make sure it matches up with what we're expecting. We've had to hand program this. We can't do this in real life; it would be illegal. But we're in the sim, so right. We've got Moron, which is there. Then Fern, and at Fern we want to be 11,000 feet. I'm just having a look at the box. If I just have a look down here, then you can see that as well. There you are. Let's see everything together now. So Fern, we've got 11,000 feet, and that is a mandatory altitude. You can see there, that's coded into the box. So that then is fine. After Fern, then we should have the waypoint Desi. I missed that, so let me pop that in. Delta, Echo, Zulu Zulu Yankee, and although we've got Zhevok there, where's Zhevok come into it? So this is the RMP approach. This is an RMP AR approach. Definitely wouldn't be able to do this then. No, actually we don't need Desi then, so get rid of that. So then at Zhevok, as we can see there, I'm just going to amend the speed because there is a speed constraint of 210 knots. So we'll get that in. And then we've got all of these waypoints. Look, I'm going to end up doing a visual approach, I think, from Jexot, which is the final approach point. That's fine. So let's have a quick look. We might not do actually. So we've got Fern, Jevok, 210 knots. Collins also needs to be 210 knots. And that's fine because we're going to be flying this green dot, maybe even flaps 1. Hopley, Yuckle, then Wazak. Now we need to be 6,000 feet, I think it was Wazak. Yeah, there we go, 6,000 feet. And then down here is where I'm interested. We've got Lassive at 4.4, Fivut at 3.8, then Jexot 2.9, Nudsi. There's the 3-degree glide path already programmed in. There you go. You can see that in white, so that's fine. And then we've got the missed approach taking us to the thermal VOR, right hand told. Yeah, so that's all in there. How am I going to fly this then? Well, this is going to look spectacular if we get it right. So we'll fly all of this at we'll fly all of this. We want to be green dot before we get to Fern. Then nice and steady over here, 210 knots. To be fair, we might be S-speed, given that we're in the 321, so obviously much heavier. S-speed at the moment is 197. Clean green dot is 235. So yeah, probably going to be S-speed then as we fly this approach all the way around. And once we get to Yuckle, I'm thinking flaps 2. So then we're pretty much configured by the time we get to Wazuk. Who's come up with these names? After Wazuk, then we're flaps 2, speed 180, and in fact, looking at that, I might fly this as a stabilised approach because we've got to get down. So yeah, I'm thinking then gear down nice and early after Wazuk, flaps 3, flaps 4 when I'm committed, and then hopefully a nice touchdown. Radnav page, let's just get some of the VORs in there, which is quite important. Well, thermal VOR, which is TRM. Frequency check 162. And I think there was also a VOR on site, wasn't there? Yeah, Palm Springs VOR, which is where have you gone? PSP. Frequency check 1155. Yeah, that's fine. KPSP, runway 13 right. Get that in. So QNH is 2998. Temperature is 27 degrees. There's no wind. And then the minimums. What are they? It's going to be fine for us today because it's clear skies. And 882. Hoochmany says, flying to the USA, finally beat your Pig Frontier. JetBlue was the right choice. Yeah, Hooch, but they don't fly here. Sorry, mate. Flaps 141. I'm going to do a flaps 4 landing for this. I'm looking forward to it. Should be really nice. Oh, the clouds have crept up upon us, haven't they? they look good. One of the other things that people really like in Flight Sim 2024 is how good the clouds look. In fact, actually, that picture looks stunning, doesn't it? Half an hour from now, we should be on that approach. So, looking forward to seeing that. And our top of descent is... oh, pretty soon, actually. In about 5 minutes. Hey, Georgina, I'm just letting you know we'll be starting our descent in about 5 minutes.
Oh, Captain Easyjet Sim Pilot? Got it. I'll, prepare the cabin for descent in, 5 minutes. So exciting. Oh my gosh, everyone. Just a quick heads up. We're starting our descent in about 5 minutes, so make sure to, buckle up and get ready for landing. Thanks for being awesome.
Gotta love Georgina. Right, runway 13 right, it is dry, apply the METAR. 2998 is the QNH there. I'll just preset that. We'll do that on standby as well. I love that cabin crew member, Andrew. She doesn't fly with us very often, for obvious reasons. Our landing weight is going to be 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, about 71.5 tons. Check. What are we not? I'm actually going to do flaps 3 landing in this. That runway is longer than I thought. And if we needed to go around, then that actually gives us better performance. Okay, yeah. Flaps 3 landing it is. Let's just update the box for that. Do that in a minute. Actually, let's just start that descent as we hit the top of the descent. So down we go. So thrust idle, open descent, and 200 blue. Right, down we go. Okay, so I've basically been through everything. We've got all the box set up. We've been through the box. Let's just quickly do an overview of the approach, things to watch out for, and threats. So, we know the weather is good. We know the aircraft is still working. There's no NOTAMs. Let's just brief what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and what to be aware of. So, coming in on that Sizzler 3 Romeo, we're going to descend via the star. The main thing is, after Moron, we want it to be at 11,000 feet at Fern. Now, once we get to Fern, that is when the fun begins. Fern, 11,000 feet. We then start the descent down to Wazuk, and as we come in, no lower than 6,000 feet at Wazuk. That is basically the plan. No lower than 7,000 feet until we get to Yokel. So that's what we'll dining in the FM in the FCU. We will fly all of this at S speed, so green dot my Fern, and then slowing us down to S speed. Well, max speed of 210 there, so S speed, whatever that happens to be as we're going down. Down and around, I then want flaps 2 by the time we get to WASC, followed shortly by flaps 3 and the landing gear. As we are on quite a high airport, with the terrain that is around us, what we're going to do is I'm going to fly. In fact, actually, how high is this airport? Actually, the airport's not as high as I thought. It's 451. I was going to consider using the APU as we were performing this, but no, we won't need it. It's not as high as I thought it was. So no, disregard that. We won't need the APU. So threats to be aware of then. Obviously, all the terrain underneath. Lots of terrain to be aware of. The highest point is to the west of the airport. There you can see 10,800 feet, so call it 11,000 feet. That's something to really be aware of. On this approach that we're actually doing, we're going to get quite close to the terrain beneath us, but we'll obviously stay nice and safe. If at any point we're unhappy, I will push to level us off. I will continue on the approach all the way, overfly the airport, climbing up to the missed approach holding point, where we shall hold at 4,000 feet. That is, missed approach is 4,000 feet. So that is the plan. That's how we're going to escape if we need to. And yeah, that's it. After we've landed, then I've got no idea where we're going because I've never been here before. Let's have a quick look and see. I think we're going to vacate to the left. Just get my charts up for that. Hope it's going to work. A beautiful clear day for a flight like this, though. There we go. Yes, so we're landing 1-3 right. Oh no, it's vacating to the right. Vacating to the right. Whiskey 1 would be good. We can get on off at Bravo if we need to, and then we'll terminate from there. Seat accuracy is 119er. Decimal 7. So just pre-tune that. Right, let's just pull the speed up a bit because we're a bit high, and I definitely don't want that. So let's get down. Pack Andrew, when we come into land, how fast will it be? It will be 147. Brummie says, mainly flying Phoenix A320 and Flight Sim 24, a big upgrade on Flight Sim 2020 for flying airlines. I think so. It's the handling is more realistic, and yeah, I just find it works much nicer. Reacts with the weather. The wind engine of Flight Sim 24 is really nice. It's not flying on rails. You know, sometimes you do have to battle it a little bit, which again is nice and realistic. So yeah, I think so. If you do like flying airline, to be fair, I was going to say if you like flying airline, you should like Flight Sim 24. If you like flying GA, you like Flight Sim 24. It's really nice, really good. Hey, Josh. Andrew, you won't need a stick bag. Cheeky. I will be flying the A350. Yes, crazy. Right, I'm just going to manage descent now. Below the profile, so that's fine. Hey Georgina, just letting you know we should be on the ground in about 30 minutes.
prep.
God, the landscape looks a bit bland over there, doesn't it? Looks much more interesting over here, which is where we're headed. Josh says, I hate flying in the USA. So much different, more different than anywhere else in the world, and the VATSIM scares me in the USA. I mean, you're not the only one. Right, we'll leave it in managed descent now, and we're going to get down to, well, we're going to get down to 11,000. So, we'll set the local pressure. We'll continue on our way down. So, 16,000 magenta. And reduce speed 270. The music will be coming off shortly as we start to concentrate on this approach. Crazy Eye, what scares me? Big spiders. And my wife shouting my name from another room. Oh, Crazy Eye, you're asking what? You're asking Josh what scares him about VATSIM in the US. I mean, yeah, most of it's the same. There are some things that are a little bit different. I'm just looking now. We've got a decent tailwind, 30 knots, so that's on my mind a little bit. Spiders are one of the reasons that I could never live in Australia. Right, we're really looking forward to this arrival. Josh, you're scared of the cleared for the visual. Yeah, that's something you don't get in the UK or Europe very, very often. So, for those asking me about flying airliners in Flight Sim 24, you might be able to just see some of the difference now. Just occasionally we get a little bit of movement lateral with the wind. Not something you get. Not something you get in Flight Sim 2020. BK looks like LA Centre is online. Yeah, they've not messaged us. I think if we're out of their jurisdiction. Josh says, I like the security of my ILS. It makes me feel cozy. Yeah, it's a bit like a safety blanket, isn't it? You can still find the visual with ILS on, by the way. I have done it. Does anyone else think we're just headed towards that big rock? Although, just looking at this, Putski and Bitty, which are our next couple of waypoints, 16,000 feet, is the flight level if we're descending by the star, so should keep us safe. So am I using Say Intentions beyond ATC and VATSIM all at the same time? God no. We're on the VATSIM network and we've got Say Intentions providing cabin crew. Okay, so these are mandatory altitudes and that's what we're now flying at. Hey Caroline, I'm going to be popping the seatbelt signs on in a couple of minutes, so if you just want to make sure the lavatories are out of use, please. Andrew, if you've got a tailwind, yes, it well, basically pushes you.
Oh, Captain Easyjet sim pilot. Got it. I'll make sure the lavatories are out of use, like, right now.
Yeah, so basically it can push you, so if you're thinking about your track mileage and your descent rate, you're going to be flying faster than you would be normally, meaning the airport's creeping up on you. And if you're landing with a tailwind, it just means your speed needs to be... just means that your speed's going to be a little bit quicker than you want. You always want air going over the winds. Now, can you see, this is what we're getting. We're obviously getting a little bit of turbulence here off the hills, which is again not something you'll get in Flight Sim 2020 as much. There you go. See it bumping around. Seatbelt signs on. Right. Here comes the serious part of the flight then. So sorry, I've never really aligned myself with either Say Intentions or with Beyond ATC. Beyond ATC asked if they could sample my voice for use in it, and I just said, yeah, of course you can. No problem with that at all. I actually didn't have to do anything. This is the amazing thing about what they did, is they just took some of the voice samples from the YouTube videos and used that, as I didn't have to sit there and read vast scripts or anything like that. So yeah, I thought what they were doing was fantastic. And Say Intentions, again, I love what they do. The fact that none of it is on rails, none of it is scripted. The cabin crew entourage is just unbelievably good and realistic. So I really love that. Dobbo, no, you definitely can't just jump in as a beginner and wing it. Best thing you can do is if you find my YouTube channel, Easyjet Sim Pilot, then there are 14,000 magenta as we go down again. I have got some tutorials on VATSIM what you can do to sort of start helping to learn. But personally, I would find the busiest airport you can, spawn in, sit down and listen. Just listen. Right, we're now inbound Moron, down to 14,000 feet. Okay, I'm going to manage the speed and I'm going to activate the approach phase. So we start slowing down. Now here's a little quiz question for you. The spoilers here in the 321. What's the difference between me putting the spoilers out here in the 321 and in the 320? Captain HMW, hello. Got the Wing FCU and EFIS, love them. Yeah, there's nothing like having something physical, is there? Gusty Aviation, the angle. Yes. Anything specific? A bit more specific than that? I'll give you a little clue. The difference between sort of half flaps and half spoilers and full spoilers. Sam, I don't really fly in 2020 much more. But if you do fly in 2020, my settings, there is a video still on YouTube for my graphic settings for flights from 2020. Josh, different deflection angles. Yeah, again, you're kind of on the right lines. But the difference is, when you've got the autopilot on at the 320, even if you deploy speed brake to full, it'll only give you half. And the 321 it doesn't. It'll give you what you ask for. Right, here comes the full... here comes the fun bit then. So I think the airport is actually over there somewhere. Hey, Jayhawk. Enjoy your chav beer. Flaps 1, speed's checked. Flaps 1. $210 knots selected. So I'm now in the real aircraft now. What we'd be able to do is we'd enter approach mode and be able to do it. But because the database was missing some of the crucial waypoints in here, I can't do that. I will do that once we get to Wazak. We'll pop the approach mode on. But for now, we will just continue to fly this with the descent being controlled by myself. So if you have a look, we are getting down to 7,100 feet, or 7,100 blue. After Hopley, down to 7,000, Yuckle, 6,000, Wazak, final approach mode. Ah, Jayhog, you got the crash the desktop sorted. Fantastic. What was the issue, or do you still not know? God, can you imagine living around here, seeing aircraft doing this approach on a regular basis? Roy, would you not use manage speed? Again, it's just because I've not got everything in here that I want. Half the database was missing for some reason. So what I am going to do in a minute is we've got the approach phase activated. I've just selected 210 knots, and I can use. I'll be using manage speed in a moment because I'm going to be getting flaps 2 out. You see the aircraft swaying around a little bit as well. So where's this famous golf course then? definitely feel the aircraft swaying around as winds are obviously spinning around the terrain that we've got. Okay, flaps 2. I'm going to reduce the speed now. 190, just so that we drop well below the yellow bars. And flaps 2, speed's checked. Flaps 2. Speed 180 set. A lot of this is quite similar in the way you approach flying into somewhere like Innsbruck. It's all done slowly and steadily. You might just want to hurry up and get there, but it's a case of just being patient. Josh, how would it feel for the actual passengers? Oh, no different to just a normal mild bit of turbulence. It's not excessive. Father Jack, the IniBuilds A350 is absolutely not out, not yet. Okay, after Hopley we'll get down 7,000 feet. Blue. Here comes the next turn. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, please don't forget to leave a like. It does make a massive difference with the those YouTube algorithms. So if you haven't done so, please do consider hitting that, and it's free. So now we've got a headwind. And we're going to come in just between this little valley now, I think. Around there. So I've not actually landed here before, so looks like good fun. After we pass Yokel, we're going to get down to 6,000 feet. I'm recording this as well, so we'll be able to watch the replay back, as long as it works. Okay, so we're now going to start slowing down, and I'm going to, as we get to Wazuk, that's the point where I want to start, manage speed and getting ourselves sorted. So speed 165, 6,000 feet. 6,000 feet blue. Crazy Eye, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. One more on the road to 50k. Here's the valley that this route takes us through. And then just to refresh you, if you've only just joined us, these are the step downs that we'll be following. Gav, do I recommend any traffic injection add-ons? For FlySim 24, there aren't really any at the moment. Okay, so approach checklist, bar RF, QNH is 2998, seatbelt signs are on, minimums are, well, the minimums entered? I thought I'd entered those. 882. Should be... I've got 82 in. That's no good. 882. That's why we have checklists. So minimums 882. Auto brake. We use auto brake low. It's a nice long runway. Engine mode selector is normal and the FB is stowed. Okay, speed and final approach mode is armed and captured. Missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet. That's set. Don't worry, Andrew, I can't see the wrong way either. Visual approach. Follow the highway. Palm Springs traffic, Frontier Flight 2479 on the RMP approach runway 13 right and inbound Lassive, speed 165 knots. Josh, LDEV is centred because we are centred. We're not centred with the runway, it's not lining up with the runway, it's not like an ILS. We are centred on the approach track, which is this curved circle around here. So it's not quite like an ILS. SimPilot, no, not using auto FPS now. Dolby 45, I've got a full tutorial regarding that, which hopefully will help explaining the minimums and such. God, this gets us close to the train, doesn't it? Still can't see the runway. Ooh, that's windy. The wind keeps changing directions. Okay, so I'm going to push for managed speed. We're going to get the landing gear down. Spoilers armed. Cabin crew, seats for landing.
Okay, Captain
Flap 3,
Easyjet
speed checked.
Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Landing checklist. So our cabin is secured. Go around altitude. Actually, I don't have the cabin secured yet, but the go around altitude is 4,000 feet. I've told the cabin to be secured. Just waiting for the ECAM memo to pop up.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Okay, we're visual. Disregard.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
I'll turn off that warning. I see lots of windmills. A reminder, the go around is straight out then with a left turn climbing 4,000. Okay, just confirm the landing checklist. Cabin is secured. Go around altitude is 4,000 feet. We've now got landing, no blue. I believe our airport is over here. Palm Springs Airport available from IniBuilds, link in the video description below if you want to try your hand at this approach. These look rather scary. I mean, these ones are okay down here. These are daddy ones. How many people are now going to jump into the sim after seeing this in the next few days and try this approach? It is good fun. Just don't scrape the bottom of my aircraft on those wind turbines. Hang on a minute. We've got baby ones, mommy ones and daddy ones. They're all... All different altitudes and heights. Say Intentions, link in the video description if you want to check Say Intentions out, Father Jack. Right, I'm happy with that. What about off? My aircraft. Remember, 2 runways, don't land on the left one. It's too small. Ooh. I feel that wind. We've got a bit of a tailwind at the minute. Thousand feet. A bit of a tailwind and a wind from the left. What's that spin round? There wasn't any winds reported actually. It was just variable. Three whites on the pappies. Displays threshold. That wind's now just starting to drop off. Stable. There's a lot of 3 whites on the pappies. That's better.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
Retard. 10.
Okay, spoilers for a screen. Decel. Manual brakes. And reverses off. Oh, that's a fun approach, isn't it? That displays threshold just seems to go on and on and on. Palm Springs traffic, Frontier Flight 2479, vacated runway 13 right. Yes, it does look like an Emirates 320, doesn't it? 380, sorry. 380. Not sure they get in and out in real life. Father Jack, the £50 is a one-time only purchase. It's not only for the first year. So that is a one-time only purchase. That is for that's for Entourage, which is the cabin crew that I'm using. Good luck, Emirates. Right, let's get to the gate, and then we'll check out the replay for the landing. Welcome to Palm Springs, everyone. What do we think of the approach and the scenery coming into that? That's definitely different, isn't it? Hey, William, good to see you. started. I must admit, really enjoyed that approach. I am wondering if the landing was a bit illegal though. The touchdown zone seemed to run out, so I'll show you what I mean on the replay. You'll be familiar, you've got the touchdown zone, and then you've basically got the aiming point, then you've got 3 lines, or 3 markings. You've got you've got the solid marking, the 3, the 2, and then the 1. There wasn't a 1. I landed just beyond the 2. If there wasn't a 1, I am wondering if we were a bit illegal, but oops, never mind. Night, Andrew. Right, let's just park up the first available gate, then we'll have a look at the replay. Great scenery from IniBuilds, who are responsible for this airport. Awesome. Right, well, parking brake's on. Shall we see if the replay works? I'll leave everything... that's a cool aircraft. I'll leave all the engines running and whatnot. We need to come off the VATSIM network though. So let's just let's do that. And yeah, let's see if the replay is going to work for us.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
I have to turn that off because that's going to annoy me. Yeah, we do get very, very close to those windmills, so it seems, doesn't it? Very close. Don't want to be too low. I didn't see anything about those on the charts. That peak there, though, rises to about 11,000 feet, which is why you've got to be very careful. I mean, Microsoft Flight Simulator is pretty good at getting all wind farms in the right place, so I'm presuming that they are actually there in real life. No golf courses yet, though. But yeah, just going back to the difference between Flight Sim 2020 and 2024, the wind, the way the winds were sort of spinning round off the mountains and things, and the way it was quite variable as well. You definitely felt that. I was having to battle. It quite a bit just coming in. Josh says they must water their lawns every hour. Vexrez, no, it's just the default Phoenix sounds. Nothing else. Nothing special about that. Novice 1975. Thank you for the follow. Touchdown zone. 3, 2, and then no 1. Actually, we just landed on the 2, so we probably got away with that. That's quite excessive wing flex. Vectors, you don't think about doing flights like this? Oh, why not? Each to their own. No, that's a great thing about the flight simulator, isn't it? You can do whatever you wish, whatever it is that you like doing in the flight sim. Really need to clean that mark off the window. Keep thinking there's something wrong with my monitor. I'm still looking for a golf course. So again, if you want to grab the scenery that we've used today, link in the video description down below for IniBuilds, and that will take you to where you can get this airport, and Contrail Store, where you can get 10% off anything you purchase there using the discount code. How many windsocks? That is where we got the scenery for San Francisco, where we departed from. Cool. Oh, do you know what? Really enjoyed that. Really nice flight, and I do like flying different places, areas that I've not been before. They're always good fun, and I do like America. Like I said, there's 100 golf courses in Palm Springs vicinity. 100 golf courses. There's not even that many in the entire north of England, I don't think. That's ridiculous. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please remember on your way out, do hit that like button if you have enjoyed our stream. I'm going to leave you with an annoying noise. No, I'm not. I'll cancel that. But yeah, I'm going to leave you with the pilot's eye view of our landing. Thank you so much. Streaming schedule will be on Discord for next week once I've got that sorted. Stream-wise, that's me done for this week, so thank you for joining me, the 3 we had this week. Huge shout out, as always, to our Easyjet and Pilot Channel members who are absolutely amazing, fantastic support, so thank you so much, guys, for your continued support for that. I hope you've enjoyed our USA flight somewhere very different tonight, and I look forward to seeing you all again on the next one. Thanks so much. Have a great evening, everyone. Good night.
One thousand.